Welcome back, True Seeker.
But yeah, the troll who rolls with the troll pack, he put out a video about how terrible we're doing in March Madness.
Yeah, fair words. Fair words.
Like, okay, we have better picks than any of the experts, and everybody's way up.
What a load of shit.
There's no way you've taken my picks and you're down in the tournament.
Talk about a load of shit. You must think your audience is retarded.
There's no way you've taken my picks and you're down in the tournament.
The mainstream media will lie to you all day. The trolls will lie to you all day. We don't lie over here. We don't have any reason to lie. There's nothing to lie about.
But also, people know that we're in my thing that I did not really think that Arizona was the best team to win the championship.
You what?
I clearly explained that I expected what I wrote down in the bracket to be wrong.
You believe this fucking guy?
And everybody who's on my Patreon knows what my favorite team is to win the championship. They're alive and well. Again, the first stream we did about it, I said why they have the best narrative to win the championship. They check all the boxes. They're alive and well. I told people what I did with my bracket. I said all I did for my bracket was just everywhere where I could see an 84, I'm just writing down everything 84. We'll see how this method does. But I told people what I wrote down for the championship, even though those teams were 8-4 against each other, I said I highly suspect that that is not what the championship will be. I said the one thing that my championship's totally missing is a Jesuit school, and I fully expect a Jesuit school to be there. So I said, I was very specific. I said, do not copy this bracket. This bracket's just about if everything 84 happened that could possibly happen, this is how it could potentially end up. But I said, I can just tell that it's not right. And everybody, again, knows the team that I like the most to win the championship is alive and well. We're already over 70%, so we're building up our win percentage. Haters are going to hate. Haters are going to try and take quiet screenshots and make stories that aren't there.
It's just, God. People just eat up the biggest loads of shit there ever were.
Everybody in the community knows my real number one team to win this championship is alive and well and looking better than ever.
We'll see about that.
Arizona pissing me off. 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, I liked a 2-seed Wildcat team that killed me in the opening round. I won't forget it. Scorned by the Wildcats back-to-back years. Yeah, Arizona even had the date numerology on their side. Notice the coach did fall to 2-2 in the tournament. And again, Arizona is a 2-seed. Lost for the second time to a 15-seed. My blood pressure's already up just looking at it again.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, it wasn't a bad call on Arizona. Like we said, the whole... I mean, obviously they lost. It feels like a bad call now. But the 67 thing was there with the coach. The Billy Packer thing was there. And that whole thing about Arizona in 97 with Billy Packer and reverse Kansas is 97 too. So it had some rhyme and reason. It's just not right. But you know what? Like I was saying last night, I knew my championship didn't feel right because, like I said, there's got to be a Jesuit school there. And again, I really feel the black coach thing. And that's why Marquette, man. Marquette thing I really like, man. Shaka Smart, black coach, Jesuit program. The numbers line up real nice. Marquette University 93 on the 93rd day of the year. NRG Stadium construction began on 9/3. So with Arizona out, Marquette's definitely my top stock right now.
Everybody in the community knows my real #1 team to win this championship is alive and well and looking better than ever.
A few moments later.
How about shut the fuck up, morons? I'm not wrong about anything. It's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday, and it's time for a little lesson.
And I remember Net Void, that piece of shit. Do you see how these Ashkenazis just kind of like... It almost seems like that may be her dad. Maybe that's the sick joke. That is Net Void's dad. I could see that more than anything else. Probably is Net Void's dad. It's like, hey, you guys were mean to my daughter. I mean, that makes more sense than anything.
Again, you just listen to it. It's like mental illness.
Do you really think that guy's name is Smith? The guy with the Pinocchio nose? No, that his last name is Bauer or Heim or
Greenblatt.
Stein or Greenberg. I mean, he's one of these, Friedman. And I'm going to keep reiterating it. Those guys around here trolling our accounts 24/7, harassing, they do need a bullet to the head.
Bullet in the fucking head is what these people need.
They do need to be in a wood chipper.
There's a lot of people that belong in a fucking wood chipper.
Anyone defending them deserves the same fate, if not worse. Yeah, Conspiracy Joey, I mean, that guy just makes the work look like dog shit.
Ironic.
144th day of the year. Let's write out Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones. 144.
You're the same guy writing Skull and Bones, right?
Exactly.
You are a disgrace to this community.
I heard him recently say Zach is poison. It's like, I can't respect anyone like that. They're using the same words, too. Isn't that what Ali said? Zach, you're poison. So now there's another Ashkenazi saying Zach is poison.
He is. He is.
I don't think there was any positive brought by Net Void. I think the only thing there was galvanizing trolls, hosting like a platform for, Chigozy and Zach to, break the bridge or whatever. That's her kind of legacy and use, right? The only time this person's around or notable or doing anything is like when there's drama and division in the community. And then they'll say Zach's promoting the division.
He is. He is.
You just see what a clear network it is. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like, okay, they're on a timer and they got to act soon, and we can't waste a lot of time here. We got to go on other missions. Are you going to do the thing with Zach or not?
Doesn't make any sense, you fucking idiot.
Whenever some people are like, oh, this feels like it came out of nowhere. No, these people are on budgets and times. They can't spend endless money trying to infiltrate the community. They gave Allie her 3 years. They're like, okay, it's been 3 years. What do you have on Zach? What are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm trying to get him to leave Sweet Lady and everything. I mean, literally. How's anyone seeing any of that and not understand that this person's an agent?
Okay, hold on. So you have all these false accusations that don't make any sense, that sound like they're coming out of a fucking retard.
I'd love to do the right thing for the community, help it out, be the person, the executor. Yeah, but I'd love to be the assassin, get all these fucking losers out of here.
He's not gonna do shit.
And again, the only people who are offended by that resonate with those losers.
Itachi's never come at me. Itachi's never tried to slander me.
I'm not trying to say, I don't like how Zach makes his picks, but I would say if you're subscribing to me for my sports picks, I'm going to give you, my sports picks. I'll keep saying it. Net Void, you need a bullet to your head. You need a bullet to your dome, Net Void. Yeah, I didn't see when she threatened to commit suicide, but I wish these Ashkenazis weren't liars.
Wow.
The only people who aren't winning off my knowledge are people who aren't using it.
I'm not a greedy person. I don't say, here, to get my sports picks, you got to pay $500 a month, even though they're worth that. They're worth that. First game of the Sweet 16, I think, is the most sound. I think Michigan State's got this. Again, Kansas State 22 in the most pure. Like we talked about, Izzo, the coach of Michigan State, can get to his 11th Elite 8, kind of like 118, March Madness 118, do it over Kansas, a Kansas team, Kansas 11. It's also Kansas State's 118th season. But anyway, I do think they get that 22nd win today. Kansas State 22 in the most pure. How about shut the fuck up, morons? I'm not wrong about anything. I'm not a greedy person. I don't say,
here to get my sports picks, you got to pay $500 a month, even though they're worth that. They're worth that.
The 35 Thursday, Kansas State just became 3-5 versus Michigan State. They stay on 35 tournament losses, and Michigan State picks up their 35th tournament loss.
Yeah, this is all after the fact, though, right?
I'm not a greedy person. I don't say, here to get my sports picks, you got to pay $500 a month, even though they're worth that. They're worth that.
Gonzaga and UCLA, again, if Arkansas doesn't beat Connecticut, I think things look real tough for Gonzaga here. Just looking at the numbers for this game, the things that look a little bit better for UCLA. If Gonzaga didn't win any more games, they'd stay on 43 wins. Bruins 43 like Bulldogs. Thursday equals 100 when you run it in reverse and 35 in the most pairs. So he could become 135 with UCLA on a Thursday, and he'd stay on 35 losses as well versus Gonzaga, which equals 35. It does look a bit better for UCLA. Gonzaga looks like they're in big trouble. How about shut the fuck up, morons? I'm not wrong about anything. The mainstream media will lie to you all day. The trolls will lie to you all day. We don't lie over here. We don't have any reason to lie. There's nothing to lie about. Congrats to the winners.
Congrats to the winners? How can you say congrats to the winners? How can you even say that? But
all right, anyway, congrats to the winners. Talk about a load of shit. You must think your audience is retarded.
And then he's always doing his false math for how much money you would have lost, which is total BS. Now, you said in your video, but yeah, you might have a lot of predictions, but how often are you wrong? Who cares about how often I'm wrong? The point is, and again, to answer your question, it's a really high ratio of being right.
Texas is a 4-point favorite. And again, in this game, I favor Xavier. Again, just they won the 84th NIT, 84th tournament, first team to score 84 points. And then Xavier to get the 28th win of the season versus Texas, the 28th state. I favor Xavier too because the Jesuit advantage. And again, first school to score 84 points. I mean, my original bracket had Xavier beating Texas. I still favor Xavier. Again.
You know what, you guys? This is not a false statement. I could wipe my ass with the name Nostradamus. Literally. Literally.
Meanwhile, day after day, I'm giving out winning knowledge, smart advice. People just eat up the biggest loads of shit there ever were. Hello?
Hey, this is Zach.
This is, yeah? What's up,
Hey,
no
Zach.
caller ID?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I just signed up to your Patreon. Picks have been awesome.
Well, I'm glad you're doing all right so far. I don't feel like this has been my best week and certainly not my best tournament, but I'm glad you're off to a good start. Congrats.
So I got your Final Four picks: Arizona, Kansas, Marquette, Zay.
Yeah, it's a troll.
oh, that's not trolls and haters. Those are people who are giving you the facts, and you don't like hearing it.
But anyway, as we all know, when I put out that bracket, I said, from the B, I said, things are wrong with that because there's no Jesuit school in the championship and also no black coach. So, again, I said, just follow the 84 theme. That has been true.
Right.
Again, you stay with me, you'll stay consistently winning.
I think the narrative to write this game home about is just they can get to 5-9 in the Elite Eight and go to their first Final Four in 59 years. I mean, that's perfect. And 59 is the 17th prime, and today's date numerology is 17. I like that. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, if you like Florida Atlantic, go for it. Again, I think what the best riddle in that game is, again, becoming 5-9 in the Elite Eight and going to the first Final Four in 59 years. I just think that's the top number narrative. You take Kansas State because they look like they have a good riddle to get it done. Casinos have never taken losses like this before. Gonzaga is the only remaining school that scored 84 points and playing on the 84th day of the year. That's why I'm giving them the slight edge if you wanted to take them with the points in case it's a buzzer beater type of game. That's the thing I keep saying about Gonzaga too. Their next loss as a team is 7-1-3, which is the main Houston area code. I mean, it feels like they picked that up in either the Final Four or the championship. I can't fade the Jesuit school in the 84th tournament on the 84th day of the year. Another wrong prediction.
If you stay with me, you'll stay consistently winning. Just another guy that's full of shit. And then he's always doing his false math for how much money you would have lost, which is total BS. Now, nobody else has predicted as much as I have correctly.
Creighton at San Diego State. Remember, if Gonzaga goes down today, it would make Jesuit schools 9-3. I would think Creighton would be a lock tomorrow if that happened. If Gonzaga goes down today, I think Creighton is a lock tomorrow. I don't know how they don't have at least one Jesuit school in the Final Four in the 84th tournament. That's why I said if Gonzaga loses today, I feel like Creighton's a lock tomorrow. I feel like there's no way that they're not making Jesuit schools 10-3 tomorrow in their 103rd season.
People want to focus on the things where I've been wrong. Why? It's funny how just like all the trolls, like they just all get on the same talking point and just keep regurgitating. Hey, Max Milano, how much money did you win off my picks in the NBA yesterday? You know, a lot of people did the same type of thing, turned a $5 bill into over 100 yesterday.
Sure, Jan.
Trolls are idiots. And again, the thing about the Arizona game is it perfectly proved my point. The games are rigged. You learn the numbers, you see through the ritual. Wow. Thank you for this wisdom. Arthur does this a lot. He ruins his video by saying something that's fundamentally not true. And I'm like, man, that's going to ruin the whole video. Somebody who knows the facts is going to be like, I'm not listening to this guy. What he just said is totally false. Yeah, I don't know how the public money was on this game. San Diego State was favored, but they did not cover the spread. Creighton covered the spread.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Creighton was the winning side of the bet if you took Creighton with the points, because San Diego State was favored. I forget how many points they were favored, but yes.
Society's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, Vegas, I'm sure Vegas does win in that scenario. So while you can talk about another L, I'll just put the proper perspective on it. Another day being way ahead, taking advantage of the rigged game. And if you took Creighton with the points, you did win. So I did think they'd have at least one Jesuit team in the Final Four.
Another wrong prediction.
But yeah, again, you're using the knowledge, you're up for the day. And if you took Creighton with the points, yeah, you won that game too, actually. So
Liar. Liar. Deceiver. Liar.
you win some, you lose some. But
I think Texas is definitely going to the Final Four. So yeah, I think Texas is beating Miami. And then Miami, Texas, like I said, I think this is the surest bet of this round. Again, the Texas team has a connection to 84, and they have a black coach. They're able to get to 4-1. So ultimately, I favor Texas today for those reasons. Another wrong prediction.
And if you guys actually follow my Patreon, you'll hear callers routinely say, Zach, when are you going to start charging us more? And then he's always doing his false math for how much money you would have lost, which is total BS. Now
Now, this tournament has kicked my ass. I have never got my ass beat like this in the tournament. It's so bad. I just went 0-4 in the Elite Eight, and I've never done that. And usually as we get down to crunch time, it becomes easier. Man, college basketball has been a sour point. Ooh. Now, we did recognize a lot of these games were really tight in the Elite Eight.
Oh, really? Flashback.
Take Kansas State because they look like they have a good riddle to get it done. If Gonzaga goes down today, I think Creighton is a lock tomorrow. I don't know how they don't have at least one Jesuit school in the Final Four in the 84th tournament. Miami, Texas, like I said, I think this is the surest bet of this round. Again, the Texas team has a connection to 84, and they have a black coach and a riddle to get to 4-1. So ultimately, I favor Texas today for those reasons. We did recognize a lot of these games were really tight in the Elite Eight. Some people are just full of shit at the end of the day. Yeah, anyway, so this March Madness has absolutely... Well, it started off fine, but just... I guess it's the Elite Eight that's really made me sour. I mean, I've never gone 0-4 in the Elite Eight. Ugh. Ugh. We did identify UConn as a great narrative to win it all from the beginning. Yeah, I am a little bit shocked that there's no Jesuit school in this tournament. Almost every year we're documenting how the tournament number pays tribute to history's past. In 84, you had the Jesuit school win Georgetown and the first black coach, John Thompson. You don't have any black coaches in the Final Four. You don't have any Jesuit schools. I'm really surprised about that. I do see what they did with this 23 seeding thing.
Yeah, this is all after the fact, though, right?
And realize, you guys, the craziest tournament ever, CNBC just did a story on how there has been 10 times more gambling action this year than last year. A lot more people are gambling. I really do think it's the real-time betting and all the new gambling that's made this the craziest tournament ever, because it hasn't followed a lot of the rules that it has in the years that we've been owning this tournament. And again, I think there have been a lot of scripts that have been flipped.
Oh, brother.
Anyone who hates on this knowledge is just simply put a moron. Again, even though we had a bad day of college yesterday and today, we had a really great day at NBA, something we've been doing all year.
Sure, Jan.
And the wins have outweighed the losses. Any of you guys who watch my troll videos, they're losers. It's just like, in our live stream the other day, I started out real confident about Michigan State versus Kansas State, but then I looked at it more and I said, you guys, I got to back down. This game's actually really tight. Troll loser puts out a video, Zach loved Michigan State. It's like, okay, I did at the beginning of the stream, but 20 minutes into the stream, I'd realized a major omission I had, and my Kansas State did not look too bad at all in that game. If you guys have a favorite game, if you could only bet on one game, who's your winning team in this round of the Sweet 16? Let's see. Don't copy what other people say. Just type out what team you like the most to win one game. So I understand, you guys, there's a lot of people that work to discredit or try to discredit me. They're not really discrediting. They're just losers. And they're probably, the sons and paid for trolls of the cabal that we're exposing. Because again, you just listen to it. It's like mental illness. But there is a reason that in the time I've been doing this, it's become more difficult. Part of it's all the new gambling and all the new real-time betting and apps. No doubt that's part of it.
Excuses.
But also, it's the fact that I put out the knowledge for 10 years. And again, in 2016, USA Today wrote an article about me. In 2017, Vice News wrote an article. There are people aware of what we've exposed and figured out. Again, this is the kind of stuff that we do, and it is winning knowledge, and it helps us win day after day. There are some days that are frustrating. This college tournament started out good, but has gotten real frustrating. Don't be fooled by the trolls that harass me 24/7, 365. These people are paid for losers.
No, that's not trolls and haters. Those are people who are giving you the facts, and you don't like hearing it.
Anyway, guys, apologies to everyone for my Elite Eight picks. It's never been worse. The good news is we could never do worse again, but at the same time, congrats to everybody who won money on both these days anyway, because we smashed the NBA. So congrats to the winners. Haters can hate all they want. So here, I'm just going to address this comment right here. But if he would have won, the story would be the same. It's all rigged. I told you so, etc. Yeah, fair words. Fair words. See, like these comments, Patrick, like I already know that like you're a low IQ lemming. You're a low IQ lemming, buddy. Again, it's just a dumb comment. It's just like you can't teach a moron. You can't convince a moron he's not a moron. But I'm telling you, Patrick, you are a moron. People like you are so retarded. It's sickening, man. It's sickening. I got retards coming to my channel. Oh, what happened to the team today? It's like, yeah, what happened to the other 5 games we hit on, including the 11-point underdog? Guess we had another payday.
Right.
People get mad about how I say I cheer for the Illuminati. I got to admit, man, I do at this point. I cheer for the Illuminati. Get rid of all these fucking losers, man. And I know that my whole life I've been a good Samaritan. I've always looked out for other people before I looked out for myself. A lot of people know that about me. And look at the Lemmings still file into the stadiums to watch these rigged fucking games and celebrate these sick fucking leagues that are murdering people left and right by their beast code. Essentially, if you continue to go to sports games and pay for this shit, you might as well just stamp the 666 right on your forehead. 666 right on your head.
Yeah, I told you guys I'll be going to the Final Four, right? I will be going to the Final Four. Seeing the script play out live.
You might as well just stamp the 666 right on your forehead.
And the only reason why I'm doing that is it's a free ticket. And I'll probably never go again in my life, so might as well go, while I'm in the mix of kind of learning more about the world. I know there will be some trolls eventually who come around like, oh, see, guys supporting the rigged games. It's like,
You are.
like, oh, it's a free ticket. What am I going to do? Say, no, I don't want to go. I want to prove to people, right there that it is scripted.
Bullshit excuse.
For the 84th men's tournament, the coach is about to be 8-4 in the tournament when he wins it all. And go look at that Hakeem to beat commercial they keep playing. Hakeem to beat the old Yukon star. They've been playing it all tournament.
The only people who aren't winning off my knowledge are people who aren't using it. And then he's always doing his false math for how much money you would have lost, which is total BS. Now, again, you stay with me, you'll stay consistently winning.
You know how much money I've pulled out of the casino's pockets? I guarantee you it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not a greedy person. I don't say, here, to get my sports picks, you got to pay $500 a month, even though they're worth that. They're worth that. Stop lying. Every year you're just a liar. That's all you do. You just lie about everything. There's no truth that comes out of your mouth. Till next time, truth seeker.